Greetings, this is the Get To Free Press. Behind me is the march that is about to take place in Valdosta, Georgia, concerning the death of Kendrick Johnson, who died in Lowndes County High School, January the 10th, 2013. The family continues to seek justice in that case, and of course police officers for the city of Valdosta is just getting lined up. And we are here because you have a right to know. And if no other news media cover the story, we are going to get it done because we love you and your children just that much.
Every day, our kids still go to school.
Speak on it.
Still on this ground of blood.
Yeah.
Still no justice, no peace.
Right.
So how can they learn in peace?
Yes.
There ain't been no justice.
Exactly.
How can they even play a game when there ain't been no justice?
Yes.
How can the teachers teach their class and there ain't been no justice?
That's right.
All these fine notes and let them know that we're going to tear their walls down. With every voice of our body, with every part of our soul, it's about us praying together. God works with small numbers to make big things happen. The only thing we have to do is just believe. Only thing we got to do is continue to fight and don't give up. Right now we got to stand as a family. We got to stand as a whole. Because just at the end of the day, they don't care about you and I. At the end of the day, they still don't care about our kids. Think about the mental state our kids still going into school. But think about this. How many of these teachers, how many of these principals, how many of these cops have sold their souls to the devil? How many have sold their souls to the devil? But we come today to let them know the hand is still writing on the wall. And every time they sit in that dinner table, their hand going to be writing. And every time they're going to be thinking about, I should have did like Paul and washed my hands, but I didn't. So every time they sit in church, everything they do, the hand of blood going to be writing on the wall. Writing on the wall. Writing on the wall, I said. Okay, well, right now, we're the dictators. But we let them know we got our boots strapped up. We know we're just like David. We're going to keep marching. We're going to keep standing. We're going to keep shouting. But the biggest thing, we're going to keep praying. I'm hurt right now that I don't see a lot of my ministers and pastors here. But right now, we don't worry about them. We got them that sold their soul. And the other one that's in there said they got the Holy Ghost, they ain't got the Holy Ghost. No. So when you work in the body of Christ, this is what you do. Yeah. This is what you'll be.
There it is.
So right now we don't need no imitation. I'm glad we just got the real. This is KJ. Yeah. I can say I'm KJ. We can say we're KJ family. And we're going to do it every year. But this year, we want completion. Because 7 years, we're going to rest. Come on. So all you guys, beyond this day, always continue to pray. It's a challenging time, but always continue to pray. We got to break the backs down here in Valdosta, Georgia. We got to let these roads know that we're here and we're here to stay. Let them know that we're the new millennium. We're the new voices of tomorrow. That we won't give up and we won't stop. Even though they got all the proof in the world, still they won't come out and tell the truth. Right. Even though they got all the proof in the world, they still won't come out and say the truth. But all the citizens around here, vote for all these senators and representatives to represent them, but they're not representing us. Because if they want, they'll be making a change down here. And then we see the city of Valdosta. Where are you right now today? But thank God for all the ones that God said I'll bring them from the outskirts. You don't want to come from the inskirts. All come together in power and glory. And we're grateful and we're thankful. But we got to continue to fight on. We got to continue to have our boots strapped up. And we got to continue to raise our voice. If it takes our life, let it be that. God said, have no fear. Say, I got you. I got you. And all of the other 17-year-olds, it's not going unnoticed. Not only just in social media, but in other places of the civil rights revolution, people understand your commitment to justice. So I have to tell you, in spite of the fact that you were thrown in jail for picketing at the courthouse and the judge gave you 12 months in jail and told you if you did it again, he's going to really lock you up, that didn't stop you from continuing to protest. No, sir, it didn't. Martin Luther King Jr. was thrown in jail over 55 times. It killed his spirit. It killed the movement. But Dr. King said, we're going to keep going. He and Rabbi Abernathy never turned around because he was still in jail. My boss in NCLC, Reverend Hosea Williams, who was born just a few miles that way, as you go toward Thomasville, a little place called Attapulcus. Y'all know where Attapulcus is? That's in Decatur County. Right up the road on 84. Hosea Williams was arrested and thrown in jail 125 times. But he never stopped. He never stopped marching. He never stopped picketing. He continued to protest until he died on November 16th in the year 2000. Oh, I've been in jail 69 times. Probably going to be 70 pretty soon. But that would never, ever stop us from fighting for justice. So I want you to know that these two strong parents and those family members who have stood with them, with the absence of very, very few of your ministers and your so-called civil rights leaders down here in Lowndes, or in Atlanta. You see, there are many of them all around the country who know about Kendrick, but they won't come and help you. Many came when the TV camera was shining at the state capitol. True. I remember on December 11, 2013, we were standing in front of the Capitol at a rally. I was getting ready to walk inside to introduce legislation that would bring a statue of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. to the Capitol grounds. And it's finally there. And as I'm standing there waiting to speak at your rally, I think Benjamin Crump and C.B. King and many, I know Marcus was there, Joe Beasley was there, a whole lot of these. Martin Luther King III walked up to me as I was standing at the Capitol steps, getting ready to go in and pre-file legislation. And Martin said to me, on the 3rd, said, Tyrone, what's going on? I said, well, we're having a rally for Kendrick Johnson. He said, Tyrone, I just want to thank you for continuing to do my daddy's work. He said, we are very proud of you because you're standing firm in spite of your attacks on you. Because my daddy and my mother and my uncles and all of our family members have been attacked. I said, Martin, I'm going inside to introduce this legislation. I said, but the real tribute to your daddy won't be the statue if it ever comes, because I didn't think it was going to happen. I served 35 years under that gold dome, but I didn't believe it was going to happen on my watch, but it did. And so Martin said to me, he said, Tyrone, you know the real testimony to my daddy's work.
But I just think this is so goddamn disrespectful. Y'all letting all these people pass through here while we doing a rally. If this would have been a clean rally, y'all would make the black people go back that way. You got all those extras to make those people disappear. Go to another place. This is so goddamn disrespectful. Don't make no sense. This would have been a clean rally. Y'all would have sent them around all the other extras. It don't make no sense. They ain't been doing it. And then they feel like they're smurfing.
Let me just finish my comments. I do understand how Jackie feels. I understand how Kenneth feels. I understand how all of you feel. Believe me. Being a young veteran on the staff of Martin Luther King Jr. when he was assassinated, I cried like a baby for several months because they took my leader away. I was just a kid rookie working under the leadership of Reverend Jose Williams. I cried and I cried for months. And I just want you to know today, as we approach the 51st year of the anniversary of the assassination of Dr. King, I have not gotten over it either. So you have to tolerate Jackie and Kenneth and all of the frustration and hurt feelings and anger that comes out of this family because they are still suffering because they have not received justice. If you're ever around Martin Luther King III or Bernice King or Dexter King, if you're ever around Alvina King, if you're ever around Miss Christine King Paris, Dr. King's only sister, you will hear them say, we have not gotten over the death of Martin. We will never get over the death of Martin. This family will never get over the loss of their baby, that 17-year-old baby. Think about that for a minute. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say to you that, as Martin was telling me on that December 11th day in front of the Capitol 2013, he said the real testimony to my daddy's work, Tyrone, is not the statues around the world. He said the real tribute to my daddy's work is continuing to do it. He said if you continue to do my daddy's work, if you continue to fight for justice, if you continue to stand for the poor and the homeless and the hungry, if you continue to pray for those who are incarcerated and fight for those who deserve justice, he said, Tyrone, that is the testimony to my daddy's work. So let me tell you today, you are a testimony today to Martin Luther King Jr.'s work. You are. Because if Martin Luther King Jr. were alive today, I believe he would be marching for justice and Kendrick Johnson. I really do believe that in my heart because I saw him do it all across America. I wasn't old enough to be in his inner circle like the Jesse Jacksons and the Ralph Abernathy and the Jose Williams and the Andrew Youngs and the Dorothy Cotton. I was just a little old peon on the field staff, but I saw enough to let me know that in Dr. King's heart, he had a commitment for justice, and he didn't care if he had 1,000 or just one. He didn't care if he had 1 or 1,000. He said, I'm going to stand for justice. So don't you worry about the numbers you have today. You have a big crowd compared to what Ralph Abernathy and Martin Luther King Jr. had when Rosa Parks sat down on the front of the bus on December 1st, 1955 in Montgomery. They only had a handful. Now it grew as a national anthem. Told me on many occasions, he said, Tyrone, when Martin and I went out across America, usually it was just a handful of folks. And every now and then we would get a crowd, like you march on Washington or march from Selma to Montgomery, as we're going to do the first weekend in March. And I hope you'll join us in Selma, the first weekend in March. So I want you to understand, you're making a profound statement today with your numbers. This is a good turnout. Don't let anybody just tell you, oh, you only had a handful of people, you should have had 1,000, you should have had 10,000. No, you have exactly what God wanted us to have today. Don't you go back home tonight and somebody call, well, y'all, I saw y'all walking, y'all had a few. No, you tell them, we had more than you had. How many did you have today? You had a great turnout. This is a great turnout. I want to thank Marcus Coleman for sticking with you and hanging with you, hanging in there and fighting for you. I want to thank him. And I want to thank all of you who work every day, who call people every day, who do your posting on social media every day, who do your emails and your phone calls, all the things you do. You know what you're doing. Keep doing it. Don't stop. And no matter what they say about you, just remember this. Before your enemies can destroy you, they first must make you angry. Don't ever let them trick you into making you angry. Because once they trick you into making you angry, that's when you begin to do things that won't be complimentary of Kendrick and the movement. That's what we were taught in the movement. We were taught that as teenagers. Don't let your enemies frustrate you. Don't let them make you angry, whether it's a preacher or a teacher or a law enforcement officer or a journalist. Don't let anybody make you angry, because once they make you angry, they got you. That's the trick. That's the trick of the trade. So I want to thank you, Jackie, for calling me. 1st of December, I got the call. I just come in from Virginia on a tour in North Carolina and South Carolina, and I was trying to get dressed to get downtown and start working on the 16th annual march on the Moores Ford Bridge, April 6th. By the way, you're invited to come back to Monroe. Bring your sign, put your signs right up front as we march on the Moores Ford Bridge for the 16th annual march. And you can speak on the bridge. Syracuse University will be with us. Today, we have solved it. This comes back to Kendrick. We have solved it. Here's how we solved it. We took a tip from the G.B.R. after Governor Roy Barnes ordered the case to be opened while he was governor. Director of the G.B.R. was Buddy Nix, and the first thing he said to me was, Representative Brooks, thank you for going to the governor and asking him to reopen his case, but I must tell you that those 5 black folks would never have been lynched on the Moores Ford Bridge on July 25th, 1946, were it not for law enforcement. This is from the G.B.R. director. True. And I thought about that for a minute. I looked at Governor Barnes and I said, Roy, that means we probably will never see anybody arrested or prosecuted. And what I'm trying to here to tell you is this. We have solved the case by going through all of the files and the grand jury testimony and the GBI, the FBI files, and getting through probably over 200 witnesses, people who live today who were there on the bridge. They're up in the 80s now. They're in the 80s and 90s and approaching 100 some of them. And the business is still good. We have testimony of those who passed away. But I want you all to know this, particularly Kenneth and Jackie. Don't you be surprised that when the real story is told, when the real truth is divulged, as we go forward with this movement, don't you be surprised if someone says, you know, there was a hand of law enforcement in the death of your baby. We learned that around Martin Luther King Jr. We learned that around Martin Luther King Jr. that J.M. Hoover, the director of the FBI, orchestrated the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. Fred Hampton and Mark Clark, Black Panthers, 22, 23-year-olds sleeping in their beds in Chicago. FBI comes and shoot in their apartment and kill both of them in 1969. The assassination of Malcolm X. All around, that's right, COINTELPRO, all around the country. Black Panthers, Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, Congress for Racial Equality, all of the leadership have been affected by law enforcement. So I just wanted to say that to you all, and I don't want to talk too long. I just want to thank you for inviting me to come down to be with you. And anytime you invite me, I will come. I will come. I told Kenneth that a while ago before we left the park. Kenneth, I will come anytime you or Jackie call me. And I want to thank Brother George Rhymes over here, who always is documenting our history. He's always filming. He's been to Monroe. He's followed us all over the state. He's always trying to document our history and posting it up on his website, on YouTube, and other social media. That's all I want to say. I just want you to stay strong and never give in, never give out, and never give up. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Let's stay strong for Kenny. Let's stay strong for Kenny. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's give him a hand, Representative Tyrone Brooks.
And justice of young black lives. How do we know? I'm back in Valdosta. It's been a minute. We asked, my girl Marley, who came down here from Atlanta, wanted to ask the officers if they could block this entrance and exit. I asked, was this the only entrance and exit? One said yes, and then one told the truth. I understand why they're lined up. I understand it's for the safety of us. No. That's what they'll tell you. Well, if they truly want us to be safe, then block the flow of traffic. Work smarter, not harder. You wouldn't have to come over here every time a car comes by. We're only going to be here for a little bit of time. And to some of you law enforcement officers, you know the deal here in Valdosta. Let me make sure I make these plain, because I came from Atlanta to make these plain. Hey, make some noise for this family that continues to... Make some noise for this family. To push every day. Every time I say 6 years, throw it back. 6 years. 6 years. I want to make sure that we put things in proper perspective. J.J.'s body found rolled up in this mat. See, we can't get tired of telling the story.
No.
Because it's ridiculous in its nature. And the brother that's standing over there put his head down when I looked at him because he knows it's ridiculous in nature. They want you to believe that Kendrick stored tennis shoes up under rolled up wrestling mats inside a bin, not the renovated gymnasium. Because y'all do know they renovated it right after they found his body.
Brand new. Sad.
They said that this boy went head first off the bleachers into the mat, got stuck, and died. Did you ever see Mr. Johnson have his head stuck in the mat where his shoulders couldn't fit?
Did.
You can't fit square pegs in round holes.
Can't do it.
But I'm just teaching because we way past that. Right? Way past that.
Way past that.
When the EMTs came to get Kendrick's body, they were the first ones to discover the truth. Even after the coroner was 5 hours or some odd late, my minutes might be off because it's been a minute dealing with this ridiculous foolishness. The EMTs noticed that Kendrick had a bruise around his main artery in his neck. I'll say that one more time. They noticed a bruise around the main artery in his neck. Then they did the autopsy. They came out with positional asphyxiation. The brother behind me, you're a couple of years my senior, you know that don't make no sense. I mean, the officer behind me. Positional asphyxiation. So what did the family do? They went through the heart-wrenching process of exhuming their loved one's remains. And for the record, all you need is a little bit of change. That you get your loved one's remains exhumed. But this city tried to prevent the exhuming of their body. Ralph, you said teach for a minute, right? They dug the truth out the earth that day. The second autopsy, blood force trauma. Why is that so important other than the obvious contradiction of the first? Because it supported the original EMT's report when they picked up his body. Not to mention that images of Kendrick have been leaked all on the media. Not to mention that the Lowndes County Sheriff's Department video of finding Kendrick's body was leaked onto the internet. How is police property leaked onto the internet? This family had to watch the video of their child falling out of the mat. Second autopsy, blunt force trauma. Then, since I haven't been here in a while, I understand that Kendrick can't, his soul and spirit can't even rest because they had to exhume the body again. Wait a minute, I want y'all to understand. Wait a minute.
We get it again.
Wait a minute. If you don't mind if I be graphic, right? They had to exhume the body for a second time. Take it out of the coffin, out of the tomb. Lay it onto the medical examiner's table. Can you imagine? I'm being graphic because I'm close to this family. Can you imagine the shape, the decomposition that's taking place? And I'm not saying that just to be graphic, officers. I'm saying that because the third autopsy, they were still able to determine he died of blunt force trauma. Say it with me. Blunt force trauma. Blunt force
Trauma!
Let me make it plain. Because see, some folks feel because the investigation, which bypassed then Sheriff Prine, I love that clip from CNN when they bust in on Sheriff Prine and he thought he was just getting ready to get a personal platform until they found out they were there to talk about Kendrick and what he say? I ain't got the initial test. The reporter says, well, why not, sir? You invited me. Hey, did you hear me now? You wanted to say, did you hear me, nigga? All this is making plain. I've been down here before. Sheriff Prine didn't seem like one that was friendly to people of color. We've had too many officers in this city come to the Johnsons and not only lend their condolences, say they know something ain't right. So let me continue to make it plain. Kendrick's case, for those who don't know, bypassed the sheriffs, bypassed the G.B.R, bypassed the FBI, was one of 3 top priority domestic cases on then Loretta Lynch, Attorney General Loretta Lynch's table. I'm going to say that one more time. One of 3 of the top priorities, domestic. See, it's federal agents involved here.
You better say it. You better say it. You better say it.
There's federal agents involved. Anybody that knows the feds, Brother Tyrone, I know them, knows that they measure 50 times and cut once. Know that they throw the kitchen sink at you because something's going to stick. When do feds raid feds and there is no one held accountable? Oh, well, some of y'all raided the house of a local FBI agent that's now retired. Seized computers, seized cell phones at the what y'all young folks say, where they do that at? They know when they come to hit you that they've already measured 50 times. Imagine what they did when they came to hit one of their own. They received a lot of backlash. But I just can't stop on the father being raided. His 2 sons, dormitory rooms in separate cities, were also raided. See, some folks got to walk off when this truth is in their face. He's been standing there strong and as bold as can be. But now when the truth is in his face, he got to walk off. The feds not only raided the home of a local FBI agent, they raided the dorm room of his 2 sons.
And they did.
But it didn't stop there. Retired FBI agents, some people might not know this, retired FBI agents sent a letter to Loretta Lynch. That's a powerful group. Now I want you to understand all the power that a group of retired FBI agents had. They demanded to end this witch hunt. And I'm sorry, I just got to say it, Mr. Johnson. But sometimes some of us in positions of power are so scared. We're so scared. We had Obama's administration, they did some good things. I can't sit up here and just talk totally negative. But they didn't have the cojones, the balls, the nuts to sit up here and convict, or not even convict, arrest, indict, convict, send these killer fans to jail. The whole damn system is guilty as hell. Indict, convict, send these killer fans to jail. The whole damn system
is guilty as hell.
And stop there. I ain't talking no kids in a minute. It feels good. It feels good. I want people to understand because Kendrick Johnson's case was talked about with high priority, with high concern, with high attention. Now, without throwing folks under the bus, I want to say this. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it. 6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
The Johnson family started losing support publicly when they got a $300,000 ticket over their head to pay for attorney fees. I ain't gonna go real deep on this, but I will say this. People started questioning the authenticity of this family. Started questioning the motives and methods of this family. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, that $300,000 over their head ain't got a damn thing to do with them. It ain't got a damn thing to do with them. See, when you get thrown into this situation as a family, you get pulled, you get tugged, you get promises from folks. And sometimes you get some letdowns. So I want to make sure it's clear because it's important to me because folks was coming to me, Mr. J, saying, why they tried the case? What the lawsuit? Why they got this tag over their head? It's due to the fault of others. Let me explain government turn or close this case. There's something else important, officers. We appreciate y'all here for our safety.
They get paid.
Yeah. Right.
Mr. and Mrs. Johnson met with the U.S. Attorney out of the Northern District of Ohio. They also met with the U.S. Attorney out of Georgia, the Middle District, I believe. They also met with the head of the Homicide Division out of the Department of Justice. How do I know this so much? Or how do I know it so well? Because I helped coordinate the meeting. And before the Johnsons went into that meeting, I got to tell it like it is. They told the Johnsons we would prefer to meet with you and you only. No Coleman and no Attorney King. Wait a minute now, wait a minute. Head of Homicide out of the Department of Justice, 2 U.S. Attorney's offices in 2 separate states. No Coleman and no King. Now, if that hurt me, where in the hell can they tell this family to come and meet with the leaders of the legal system of these yet-to-be United States of America without their counsel?
Exactly. Y'all want to get the paper.
Wait a minute. I don't think y'all hear me. They met with these individuals without counsel present. And for that alone, at bare minimum, there is a request to sit down before this family with counsel and whoever else they want present. I believe somewhere in the law that's either unethical or immoral. Which one of you officers would walk in that room without your counsel represented? Name. All right, yeah, y'all little ones, that's some improper English, okay, but you can use it if you really want to make a point. Damn, it's been 6 years!
6 years!
6 years!
6 years!
We don't just want to redo in that meeting. We also want the federal government to reopen this case.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait. We just ain't doing it because we say, please. We ain't asking.
We're demanding. Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, officers, Mr. and Mrs. Johnson were told that the second autopsy was the most accurate. The second autopsy was the most accurate. This is why they're going hard. This is why every day they're in your face. This is why they disturbing Valdosta. I've got 2 kids. 1 man and 1 child. 25 and 13. Kendrick is my son. There's not damn one of you that if they sat in front of you, officers, and told you that the second autopsy for your child was the most accurate. You gotta look around, sir. Come on, I'm talking to you. The second one was the most accurate. And when I touch this mic, I make sure I'm factual because they love to rip me up on all them little sites, the racist little sites that go on here in Valdosta.
Yeah, I seen them.
They didn't even know there was even a 3rd autopsy at that point. But now I'm quoting them again. The second autopsy was the most accurate. But there's not enough evidence to point to any individual or any one individual. Well, what the hell you stopped investigating for then?
That's right.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. KJB!
We got to fight back.
KJB!
We got to fight back.
KJB!
We got to fight back.
Fight back!
Fight back.
It's been 6 years!
6 years.
So before I pass the mic to Mr. Day, it's sickening the non-support that they get here in Valdosta.
It is.
It's disgusting how quick we forget. But Brother Tom, I believe I heard that Dr. King, and much as I love Dr. King, and there was a line in the road and I had to choose King or Malcolm, I'm on that Malcolm side. But I'm not trying to separate the two because they both were necessary. Now, brother, Dr. King once said, was it a 7 day or 8 day? 5 nowadays. So I'm glad to be back with the Johnson family. I love being able to speak truth to power. Maybe some of these officers didn't really know all the details of the investigation, Mr. and Mrs. J. Maybe they didn't know that the people unethically asked you guys to go into the meeting without counsel. But we demanded a reopening of that case. Now, I want to make sure we're clear. Because, Mr. J, you know, my grandfather used to take me fishing a lot. Right? And, you know, I know right now y'all have met with the new sheriff over at the sheriff's department. I know, or at the police department. I know you met with the new chief. You know, that's good. You know, fishing, that's like some crappie or some little bass or something. I came down here to catch some of them feds, some of them DOJ members.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Some of them FBI agents.
Yeah.
Huh? Some of that big game fishing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you got to be strapped into the boat because there's so much power that they got. Because you're fighting the fish in the water. Well, they've been fighting Lowndes County High School. They've been fighting the superintendent's office. They've been fighting the funeral home. They've been fighting the G.B.R, which is where the first autopsy was done. They've been fighting the FBI. And members of the Department of Justice that spent almost a year snugged up to this family, hugging with this family, giving promises to this family. They also been fighting the Department of Justice as well. So we want somebody with the balls and the kahunas to step up in this whole Make America Great Again nation.
Yeah.
So man, look, with this I'm out. Get behind this family, support this family, because I promise you this. I hate I can't say nothing. I got a big mouth, y'all already know that. But momentum is right around the corner. Wait a minute. We just ain't talking though. I ain't gonna slip up, y'all ain't gotta worry, I ain't gonna say nothing. Oh, we got momentum around the corner. Yeah. Valdosta will be flooded again. Some people need to hear and see certain things to be re-energized. So with that, I'll say it's been 6 years.
6 years.
Fight back.
Fight back.
One of the investigators who allegedly helped cover this up. How do you put him over now over evidence or something he helped cover up? He's not going to uncover what he helped cover up. So how do they have an investigator who was originally when all the cover-up was going on? So how can they put him back over the investigation?
They didn't know they had a guy.
How they, and then when I confronted the sheriff about his investigator, the investigator was sitting right there in the meeting with us.
He's supposed to be telling
I
all
told
this
the
truth.
new sheriff what all this investigator said from the beginning. Not once did he deny what I was saying. So how can you put an investigator was there originally to help solve the problem now? He's not going to uncover what he helped cover up.
Sounds about white.
So, I'm going to tell it again. Do they think we stupid? Some of y'all might not know. All times of the night, we have been getting text messages. This person bragging about how her sons killed our son.
That's right. No. That's right.
She was bragging, boasting. She said her sons would never go to jail.
That's right.
Literally went into detail about what happened. We gave all that information to the sheriff's department. And one of the investigators who got this information, he was part of the problem. So how in the hell did this happen? Why they don't hand the investigation over to someone else?
Sounds about right.
That's all they got to do. Instead of them telling me, I had a conversation with this investigator, matter of fact, a couple of days ago. I say, well, what about my son's organs and clothes? You know what he told me?
What did he tell you? What he told you?
We can't investigate the G.B.R.
Oh, that mercy.
We don't have the authorities to investigate the G.B.R. I said, well, you got two more. You got the transporter and you got the front home. Why don't you investigate them? He said, well, we still be investigating the G.B.R. They just part of it.
So why the GBRs can't be investigated?
And then he turned around and tell me, well, we know something happened to the organs and clothes. We know something ain't right about that.
Wait a minute, Mike, they didn't find the clothes yet?
I ain't found the clothes yet. So if you know that something happened to the organ and clothes, you know something's not added right. If you can't investigate the GBR, pass the investigation over to somebody who can. It's easy to do. But he told us to contact somebody. Then he gonna tell us, then he gonna tell us to contact someone. And had the damn nerve say, we'll give you all the information you need. We'll let you know who to contact. Go to hell.
Go to hell. Go to hell.
You know, we got all these text messages. I guess they was trying to piss us off. But this person who was texting us, they went into details. They know exactly what they were talking about. It wasn't somebody that didn't have no information just rattling off their mouth. They know exactly what they were talking about. They was hitting it right on the head. And they had the nerve to damn brag about their sons will never go to jail because of the way the investigation was handled. First, we gave this information because we live in the city. We took the messages to the Lowndes Police Department. As I'm in the police department, this person started texting me. So I'm talking to an investigator in the city police department while they was texting me. I said, see, they still texting me. She seen the text message.
What'd she say about it?
And she say, they have the damn nerve. He texting you. She say, they going into detail. She said, I can't believe this. But we know they weren't going to do that. But we went and gave that information so they wouldn't do nothing. But they did just what we wanted them to do. Then we got all the information up. We carried it to the sheriff's department. Gave it to them. We know they ain't going to do nothing with it. Because they are not going to uncover something they have covered up. They have tried all kind of tactics to scare us away. Like Marla said, they put a $300,000 tag over our head. They thought that was going to back us down. But that just geared us up a little more.
Hey, hey.
Right.
Everybody with kids, believe what's in your heart about your kids. No matter what someone tries to tell you, no matter what the law enforcement come to tell you, you can't trust law enforcement. I learned it the hard way.
No, you can't.
My son went to this school. We was moving to Brunswick, Georgia, to start a new life. My son begged us to not to take him out of this school. I nearly had to fight with him. Till one day he said, Daddy, y'all want to move? I guess I'll go. Boy, you ain't got to talk but to go, but you going. But he loved this school so much. So much he cared about this school. But they didn't give a damn about him.
Not a damn.
They want your kids to run that ball, dribble that ball, run that ball.
Yeah.
Stop it!
That's all they want to do.
Stop it!
But when all of them balls were so great at football. Right now, they don't give a damn about now one of them balls because it's not in school no more. They don't give a damn about them kids no more.
They don't give a damn about them.
That school did not even have counseling for them kids out here. The school went back to normal. The same damn thing. If that was a white kid on that campus dead,
Yes, sir.
nobody would have been able to get on this campus and nobody would have been able to get off.
No.
And somebody was going to jail.
Somebody going to jail.
I don't give a damn if it was the wrong person. Somebody was going to jail.
Whoop! There it is!
The wrong person.
For real.
So don't let these people make you think they care. Because they don't.
You know?
Don't you see? We are having a rally. They know we was going to have a rally. They had it blocked off, but they still letting traffic come through. They don't. How you protecting us? How you protecting our well-being when you let traffic come through? Where we at?
Teeth, Mike. It somehow stopped this guy.
Yeah, that's it.
They don't care nothing about it. Don't think they don't. The only thing they looking at our little black and brown boys, I'll be glad when he gets inside. I'm carrying his ass to jail.
Damn right.
That's all they care about. Take your black ass to jail.
Take your black ass to jail.
Don't never get it twisted. My daughter, Kieta, was into a little raid. Well, what was the raid? They came out to the apartment complex to get Kieta. Kieta had a pocket. Kieta had some speeding tickets. And she was on probation for a speeding ticket. By law, once you pay them tickets off, the probation is dead. I wouldn't give a damn what happened. Once you pay them tickets off, the probation is dead.
They do.
So they carried my daughter to jail for instruction, was it? Yeah. And
Whatever that is.
so I told Jackie, I said, Jackie, Kieta went to jail. I said, these SOBs gonna try to lock her up. I said, let me go down here and just make sure all these tickets are paid.
True.
We had the tickets, I paid the tickets, paid them in full. Once I paid them tickets, the probation is dead. 2 weeks later, they came up with a warrant. I showed the officer. I said, man, these tickets been paid off 2 weeks ago. I said, been paid off 2 weeks ago. The warrant was dated 2 weeks after I had paid the tickets off. And he said, just go in there in the house and tell Kieta to come out. I said, I ain't telling Kieta a damn thing. He said, well, we're going to take you to jail and your son to jail for obstruction. I say, I'm not telling you Kieta in there, and I'm not telling you Kieta ain't out there. I said, I'm not telling you she in there, and I'm not telling she is not in there. I said, but he said, well, we need to talk to Kieta. We're going to go in your house. Not with a damn search warrant, you're not.
Not without no warrant.
He said, we're going to take you to jail. They had the house surrounded, right?
Surrounded.
I said, I tell you what, take me to jail then.
Take me to jail.
I said, you got a warrant for Kieta. You ain't got no damn warrant to come in my house.
Right.
And you damn sure ain't coming. So, people stop going to court on these tickets. Challenge these tickets. That's the way they're getting so many black people. Y'all a plea to something. Make them work for it.
Ain't gonna work for it.
They ain't gonna want to pick it up. They ain't gonna want to run it all the way up through the court because the fine is so little. They're gonna throw it out. But what they want you to do is take that probation, and they got you.
Don't take that probation.
Challenge it. Take it to court. And never go up there and say, I plead guilty. Challenge it. Because so many black people do not know the law. You have to challenge these folks in court. Think that me and Jackie would accept what they gave, the information they gave us from day one. Think about it. We won't be where we're at today. We have uncovered so many lies. So many lies we uncovered. We're at deposition. I confronted the sheriff. I let everybody know what the sheriff told me right in his face. He couldn't deny it, not once. He didn't say nothing, not once. Only thing he can do is hold his head down. Never give up. Never give up when you know you're right. Never give up.
Never give up.
Because these people think you're ignorant. They think you don't know no better. And they think you'll fall for anything. If you fall for anything, just that they got you. That only thing they want to do is dig down in your pockets. Dig down in your pockets. They took they gave Jackie a ticket for having signs up on the corner. The bad part about it, she been going to court now for 2 years for those tickets. And the city lawyers had the nerve to tell her, I told my attorney Keith, I tell you what, if she just plead guilty, she don't have to pay the ticket. Who the hell gonna do that? Only thing I want you to just plead guilty, and we'll leave it to that. You good. People don't fall for the overdose. They giving it to you. They giving it to you.
All the time people out that way will be saying, it's common sense. I'm not a trained professional. I'm not a trained professional. But that's common sense.
And see,
Please.
They don't want us on that campus.
Yeah, sounds about right.
That school is public property.
Public property.
We should be able to walk on that school campus.
Swear to God.
But they don't want us there. Why they don't want the Johnsons on that campus? 3 days after this happened to Kendrick, I went out there and got Kendrick's schedule because there were so many conflicting stories about his schedule. All I did was went on the campus and got his schedule. By the time I got back home, my attorney called me and said, Mr. Johnson, they don't want you back on the campus. Why they don't want me there?
No. Like you did some wrong.
So, you like Brother Tyrone said, you can't let these people make you mad. You can't let them make you mad. You just got to keep pushing for what is right. If you don't push for what is right, you're stuck.
Stuck.
And I will push. The truth is coming out. Like Brother Cole said, there's some good information coming around the corner. Some good information is coming around the corner. And they're gonna have to own up to it. They might have messed the investigation up. They might have done all kind of things to make it more complicated for us. But I have lived complicated all my life.
Hey.
I'm used to complicated things. And if I can go through what I go through with her, I don't give a damn about the rest of them.
All right.
But I'm gonna say one thing for the people with these small kids. Teach your kids to stand up for themselves. Teach your kids not to let anyone, I mean adults or whoever, respect your elders. I'm not telling you not to. Respect your elders. I'm not telling you not to. But teach your kids to stand up for themselves. Teach your kids not to let people do them any kind of way. Teach your kids whenever they go anywhere, make people give them respect and respect them as a man or a woman. Because do y'all see the news? They make the black guy, the little wrestler, the cut his hair.
Yeah.
I don't vote that school. I don't vote them coaches. I vote the damn parents for not making him and teaching him to stand up for himself. No matter what. He should have told the referee, he should have told coaches all to go to hell. They made this boy cut his hair right there on the mat floor. So you got to teach your kids better and make them stand up. That's his problem. And it ain't no way in the hell. But I want to tell all kids, be respectful, but make people respect you back. You don't have to take anything. Nobody. Because if you're living in my house, you're going to have some self-dignity about yourself. No matter where you go, you're going to respect who's around you, and you're going to rely on respect back. Get your schoolwork, because that's how they're getting a lot of our kids. True. Get your education, and move on in life with higher things. These little small towns like this, they didn't know what a racist is. Not a racist town like this. They want to say there's no racism in this town.
There's no racism.
But racism, all the surrounding county right here in Lowndes County, there's deep racism here. Deep. It's deep racism here. Just like they won't respect, we won't respect. Right. We are not going to tolerate it, and we're going to keep pushing for what's right. Because we know the truth is right around the corner. There's some good information coming out pretty soon, and they're going to have to acknowledge what happened. But they know what happened. But it's going to be all right.
Go ahead. Give him the real.
It's deep racism here. Just like they won't respect, we won't respect. Right. We are not going to tolerate it, and we're going to keep pushing for what's right. Because we know the truth is right around the corner. There's some good information coming out pretty soon, and they're going to have to acknowledge what happened. But they know what happened. But it's going to be all right.
Give him the real.
Hey,
Racism. Here.
it's deep racism here. Just like they won't respect, we won't respect. We are not going to tolerate. There's some good information coming out pretty soon, and they gonna have to acknowledge what happened. But they know what happened. But it's gonna be all right. There's some good information coming out pretty soon, and they gonna have to acknowledge what happened. But they know what happened. But it's gonna be all right. There's some good information coming out pretty soon, and they gonna have to acknowledge what happened. But they know what happened. But it's gonna be all right. But it's gonna be all right. But it's gonna be all right. But it's gonna be all right.
Give him the real.
Be real.
I'm just gonna keep on saying, I'm gonna stand. They can be mad with me. They can talk much junk as they want to talk about us. They can do what they want to do.
Yeah.
But we gonna still stand up for Kendrick Johnson. We ain't going nowhere.
We here.
We claim the 2019 Kendrick here, but if it ain't, guess what? They gonna see us again 2020,
Yeah.
2021,
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, we ain't going nowhere.
No.
I'm gonna tell them like I told them from day one. They messed around and killed the wrong child.
Wrong time.
Come on, y'all, say Kendrick Johnson.
Kendrick Johnson.
His life matter, whether
Right.
you know it or not. While y'all all I'm standing right now, what about their child?
That's right.
One day it could be their child. They standing there looking at me, but I know so many people that's on the same side I'm on now. Their children dead just like mine. But it's so many mothers right here in Valdosta. Where you at?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Your child got shot up, killed up, and it's so many, and it's sad. Ain't none of them got no backbone nowhere.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. If y'all don't fight for your children, who gonna fight for them? Because I'm gonna fight for all mine. I fought for Kendrick Johnson when he was alive.
Tell him.
When my child was alive.
Tell him.
You ain't got to say none of these parents. Call me because I'm coming.
Coming.
Ask Miss Pearson, that coach,
Yo.
when he let them put them in the police car. Baby, when my child go with you, I don't care what color he is, white, black, or green. You responsible for him.
Damn right.
No, you not gonna let nobody put my child in no police car. He wasn't on no arrest.
Come on.
Ask him how it went to him. Don't you ever,
Never.
ever put my child in no police cruiser. He ain't committed no crime.
Come on.
But y'all had the nerve to ride him in a police car.
All about the same situation.
About the same situation. And it's ridiculous how they disrespect us. But when we go to disrespecting them back, we all kind of thugs.
And we going to
We all kind of hooligans.
Preach.
We all kind of black people that ain't been raised right.
Preach.
Well, who
Preach.
the hell raised y'all to
Preach.
cover up all these murders?
Preach.
Who gave y'all credentials? It don't make no sense. Where y'all going at? Y'all can't serve the same God we serve. You can't.
Tell them devils.
I'm telling you, it's been 6 years and they talking about a black mama. I angry. Hell yeah, I'm mad.
Man.
That's my child. We don't have to bring him up and bury him 3 times. Can you only imagine?
Damn, boy.
Can you only imagine? It's hard as hell to see him buried 1 time, but 3 times just to get to the goddamn truth. And when the truth right there in your face from day one, when they lied and say he didn't have no physical bruises, well, what the hell you call all that? That was on my child. What is it? We had a stillborn, so we know what real Martha is. It ain't none of that. None of that. My child enough of that in school, and it don't make no sense. You got all this out here now. Blocking all these entries, but where the hell were you when Keith Johnson needed you? Where were you?
Yeah, you was at.
Where were you? Had all them officers at the schoolhouse. All of them. But where were you when my son was crying out? Where were you? But you're ready to take us to jail for doing anything. You should be taking your own self to jail. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you, all the grinning and snickering and bickering. It don't make no sense. We don't bother y'all. We fight for our child. Just like you would fight for yours if this is your child. Come on. You get up in the morning saying, yeah, I'm going to arrest a nigga. I'm going to get some of these black children.
Sad.
And it's ridiculous.
Sad.
How long it's going to take for y'all until it's one of y'all? Until it's one of y'all. But if it was little Andy out there, rolled up in a wrestling match, and then they gonna tell a lie, talking about they stop school. No, they didn't. Children was walking all on top of me. It's ridiculous. They was walking all on top of me. The bell rang, 50,000 kids going everywhere. But then they talking about they stopped school. They meant to contaminate their they meant to. How many more children got to die? How many more parents got to keep suffering? 6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
6 years.
How many more? How long?
Amen. All right, tell them, bro.
Say glory be to God.
Glory be to God.
Glory be to God. Glory be to God.
Glory be to God.
Glory be to God.
Glory be to God.
It's in His hands. We shall be set free. 200 some years later, I tell my friends, and I say the noose is not on the tree anymore. The noose is on the injustice system right now today. All these crimes against us right now, that's the noose right there. And still we find no means to stand up.
Yeah.
But we heard the voices of some powerful folks today. And this is our means and this is our purpose. So as we leave this place, we can't stop this right there, right here. We got to continue to march on. We still got the gossip on. I say gossip. We can gossip about fools, let's gossip about some justice. Let that be your main topic of the day. We can watch videos of us black on best black, but what's got some videos of standing up for the right and justice for individuals post their own videos. We make a noise into this world today. Let us know we're still living, and we're still not yet tired. So we just want to thank you all for coming out before we go to a close out in prayer. Most High God, the God, and we're not all we come to you and thank you for another day's journey. All that we said in the day, Father, we lift your prayers into your hands, Lord. Right now, Father, we lift right there, that breaking before now, like the bloody river right now, Father. Right now, we stand on this mountain of God, Lord. Right now, we say, Lord, let your hands start to do right tonight, Father. Right now, right in every heart and all those ones who've been involved right now, Lord. Let them see the blood and the conviction right now, Lord. And God also remind them about the generation curses right now, Father. Father, right now we say thank you right now. We'll stand in the stronghold, Lord. And we go through the throne, Lord, but let the bond of us and the bond of love for kingdom justice stay in our heart and let it resonate from the depth of our souls right now. As we live this day, Lord, we say this leave us tonight. Thank you today. Lord, we give us glory and praise. We say thank you. Amen. Yeah, we're going to go back to work and let's stay kind of close. But they have no rest. They have no rest. They have no rest. They have no rest. Until then, every time they sit down and every time they go to church, their hand be right on the wall. That blood will be on their hands. And I claim it right now. I claim blood on their hands right now. And they still show their face. And Lord knows, when that time comes, we'll be saying, glory, hallelujah. Because right now, we just come together for family.
Go ahead. Give them the real.
Be real.
I'm just going to keep on saying, I'm going to stand. They can be mad with me. They can talk much junk as they want to talk about us. They can do what they want to do.
Yeah.
But we gonna still stand up for Kendrick Johnson. We ain't going nowhere.
We here.
We claiming 2019 Kendrick here, but if it ain't, guess what? They gonna see us again 2020,
Yeah.
2021,
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, we ain't going nowhere.
No.
I'm gonna tell them like I told them from day one. They messed around and killed the wrong child.
Wrong time.
Come on, y'all, say Kendrick Johnson.
Kendrick Johnson.
His life matter, whether you know it or not. While all I'm standing right now, what about their child?
That's right.
One day it could be their child. They standing there looking at me, but I know so many people that's on the same side I'm on now. Their children dead just like mine. But it's so many mothers right here in Valdosta. Where you at?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Your child got shot up, killed up, and it's so many, and it's sad. Ain't none of them got no backbone nowhere.
Nowhere.
Work. You are. Because if Martin Luther King Jr. were alive today, I believe he would be marching for justice for Kendrick Johnson. I really do believe that in my heart because I saw it today. We have solved it. This comes back to Kendrick. We have solved it. And anytime you invite me, I will come. I will come. I told Kenneth that a while ago before we left the park. Kenneth, I will come anytime you or Jackie call me. And I want to thank Brother George Rhymes over here, who always is documenting our history. He's always filming. He's been to Monroe. He's followed us all over the state. He's always trying to document our history. Pretty soon. But that will never, ever stop us from fighting for justice. So to speak at your rally, I think Benjamin Crump and C.B. King and many, I know Marcus was there, Joe Beasley was there, a whole lot of these. Martin Luther King III walked up to me as I was standing at the Capitol steps, getting ready to go in and pre-file legislation. And Martin said to me, Martin III said, Tyrone, what's going on? I said, well, we're having a rally for Kendrick Johnson. He said, Tyrone, I just want to thank you for continuing to do my daddy's work. He said, we are very proud of you because you're standing firm in spite of the attacks on you because my daddy and my mother and my uncles and all of our family members have been attacked. I said, Martin, I'm going inside to introduce this legislation. I said, but the real tribute to your daddy won't be the statute if it ever comes because I didn't think it was going to happen. I served 35 years under that gold dome, but I didn't believe it was going to happen on my watch, but it did. And so Martin said to me, he said, Tyrone, you know the real testimony to my daddy's work.
But I just think this is so goddamn disrespectful. Y'all letting all these people pass through here while we doing a rally. If this would have been a clean rally, y'all would make the black people go back that way. You got all those facts to make those people disappear.
But it's going to be all right.
Y'all letting all these people pass through here while we doing a rally. If this would have been a clean rally, y'all would make the black people go back that way. You got all those facts to make those disrespectful. Y'all letting all these people pass through here while we doing a rally. If this would have been a clean rally, y'all would make the black people go back that way. You got all those facts to make those
There's a good information coming out pretty soon, and they gonna have to acknowledge what happened. But they know what happened. But it's gonna be all right.
So goddamn disrespectful. Y'all letting all these people pass through here while we doing a rally. If this would have been a clean rally, y'all would make the black people go back that way. You got all those facts to make those people go back that way.